Welcome everyone to everybody's favorite show, What Happens with Jeremy.
What happens when you get cast in a big budget Hollywood film? What happens when it's universally praised across the board from fans and critics alike? What happens when it opens to $250 million domestically at the box office? You retroactively play the victim because you can't play the victim currently because everyone loved you. So now we have to go back in time and play a fake victim. Welcome to current day Hollywood. What's up, Geeks and Gamers? It's Jeremy coming to you with another video, and today we're going to talk about the Batman actress Zoe Kravitz because, hey, can't be a fake victim with all the praise that the Batman is getting, so let's retroactively find something that we can play the fake victim over, and that's exactly what she's doing right now. The Batman actress Zoe Kravitz accuses Californians of racism, says she was rejected from Christopher Nolan's The Dark Knight Rises because of her skin color. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. That's how it goes in Hollywood right there. You can always be a fake victim, even if you are in the middle of a highly successful film that's getting universal praise and getting $250 million at the box office opening weekend. We can still find a way to be a fake victim. And that's exactly what Zoe Kravitz is doing.
Why would you put this much pressure on yourself?
I don't know. This was a horrible, horrible plan.
So right here it says, in a wide-ranging interview with The Guardian, Kravitz discussed rejection and the advice she received from her mother. She would tell The Guardian, even though it's sometimes hard to see in that moment, usually a few years later, you're like, okay, this is why it didn't happen. Well, that's called life, and everyone deals with that. Everyone deals with adversity. Everyone has to overcome obstacles. Everyone has to deal with rejection at some point in time in life. But hey, Zoe Kravitz wants to pretend that it's only happening because she is a woman of color. No other person has ever dealt with these things, only Zoe Kravitz, because that's how you become a fake victim, ladies and gentlemen.
If I was cast as Catwoman,
Which you still might be.
I was on the list.
Still young, Jimmy.
My agent called me as well. I was so nervous.
You pretend that you're the only one that's ever went through this. Poor Zoe Kravitz.
Check this out. Here's baby Zoe Kravitz.
I don't want no scrub, and won't get no love from.
Just getting punished by being in the biggest movie of the year, playing one of the most iconic roles in the history of comic books. But no, let's play the fake victim based on something that happens to everyone. Specifically, she would reveal she was rejected from a role in Nolan's The Dark Knight Rises, telling the British outlet, I don't know if it came from Christopher Nolan. I think it was probably a casting director of some kind or a casting director's assistant. She added, being a woman of color and being an actor and being told at the time that I wasn't able to read because of the color of my skin and the word urban being thrown around like that. That was what was really hard about that moment. Kravitz would go on to accuse people who lived near the set of Big Little Lies are racist. She told The Guardian, there were a few moments where I felt a little uncomfortable because it was such a white area. That's racist. What you just said is racist, Zoe Kravitz. But of course it's acceptable. It's okay for you to say that because you line up with the Hollywood narrative, so the mainstream outlets are not going to accuse you of that. But that is a racist comment. Doesn't offend me. It offends me to the fact that no one else can say what you're saying about another race, but you can say it. My problem is the double standard, not what you said. It's the fact that no one else can get away with what you said in a different context because of the double standard. That's my problem. It's just like the Brie Larson stuff where she made all of the comments about, white 40-year-old white men. I had no problem with her comments in isolation. I just have a problem that her comments can't be repeated in the same way, just talking about different races or genders. Can't do that or you'll get canceled. But Brie Larson could get away with it. So again, the comments themselves, not my problem. It's the double standard is that that's what I don't like. She then explained what made her uncomfortable. Just weird racist people in bars and things like that. Well, that's just a specific comment right there. Thanks, Zoe. Thanks for being super, super specific about your horrific experiences. Wow, you're so specific. There's no way we can deny that happened. Such a specific comment. Let's repeat that one more time. Just weird racist people in bars and things like that. Thank you, Zoe. Thank you for giving us exclusive access, undeniable access that you were the victim of racism. The Catwoman actress would also discuss her heritage and that she had trouble with her own identity when she was younger. Kravitz would say, I felt really insecure about my hair, relaxing it, putting chemicals in it, plucking my eyebrows really thin. I was uncomfortable with my blackness.
Am I too big?
It took me a long time to not only accept, but to love it, and I want to scream it from the rooftops, she added.
I got a phone call. My agent told me that I was on the list of actors they were looking at, and even that would have been enough to be on that list. Was pretty wild.
But ultimately, Zoe Kravitz has gotten a lot of praise from her role as Catwoman in The Batman. I thought she was fine. She's not my favorite Catwoman ever, but I thought she was fine. Didn't think she was terrible or anything like that. But now you're seeing the social justice nonsense. Now that she's got the success, now that she's got the universal praise, now that she's, on this platform, now it's time to play the fake victim. Now it's time to play the fake victim. Now it's to pretend that you're the only person that's ever dealt with any adversity ever. And this is the nonsense that these Hollywood nut jobs continue to do. And this is why I'm unapologetic with my criticism of them, because I don't feel sorry for them. I don't believe anything they say. I think they're all opportunists. That's all they are. And they're going to continue to spin whatever narrative they want to spin because it's the world they live in, because all of these people are detached from reality.
Time. And I was like, what's cat time? And it was just putting me in a room with a bunch of cats.
So Zoe Kravitz continues to show that even when you have success, even when you have near universal praise, you can still play the fake victim in Hollywood, and that's exactly what she's doing now. Christopher Nolan did a great job with his trilogy. I have acknowledged that The Dark Knight Rises, while I'm a big fan of it, it definitely has problems that the other Batman films didn't that he directed, but I still very much love The Dark Knight Rises. And I liked Anne Hathaway. I didn't think she was perfect in the role, but I thought she was fine. She didn't blow me away. It's kind of like Zoe Kravitz. She didn't blow me away, but I liked both of them in the role. I think I'd prefer Anne Hathaway slightly, her performance, but I think that has more to do with the world that Christopher Nolan created, because I was much more a fan of Christopher Nolan's world than I have been of Matt Reeves so far up to this point. While I liked a lot of the things in The Batman, I've now seen it twice, and a lot of my criticisms were only confirmed during my second rewatch. I don't think it's a terrible film. I gave it a 6 out of 10 after my second viewing. That's where I'll land on it. It's got a lot of good things and a lot of things that really are confusing to me, and they don't land well. But Zoe Kravitz will be the professional victim, and she'll continue to do this because that's what Hollywood people do. You guys have a great day. Thank you very much for checking out this video. We appreciate it. Check us out on geeksandgamers.com, our website. Also, we have so many other Geeks and Gamers channels all in the description. You can go check those out if you're interested. Have a great day, and we will talk to you later.